What's good, y'all? Rich Sosa coming back at you with another video today. And before we get started, I gotta say thank God King Jesus for another day and another opportunity. Now comment down TG for thank God and where you're tuning in from, and I'll definitely be sure to get back to y'all with a response. So as you can see from the looks of the title and the screen, today I put together the top 5 best post-score builds in NBA 2K25 on next gen, bro. Now, when it comes towards all of these builds, each of them is unique in its own way. I got y'all covered at each position, from the center, starting out to going to the power forward, small forward, shooting guard, and point guard. So, I want to say thank y'all so much for tuning in, and if it's your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you're new, smash that like button, turn on post notifications to be a part of the Rich family. Now from here, let's get into the breakdown of these builds that I got lined up for y'all today. So if you saw at the beginning of the video, I got the 2-way 3-level shot creator, the 2-way 3-level playmaker, the 3-level scorer, the 3-level threat, and I'm telling you, all of these builds continue to get even better because I also got the 2-way 3-level playmaker. Now I've showed y'all different videos of the best and top 5 builds at each position so far. Toxic and normal lineup, also the best threes trio lineup. I'll be sure to put those videos down in the description, and there should be a little pop-up card right here. But look, when it comes towards this first build, let's get started with the center. I've been making y'all wait when it comes towards these top 5, top 3 videos, so let's go ahead and get into this first big man. So with this one, it's actually going to be under the center position. Of course, we're going to go with the height of 7 feet. When it comes towards the weight, let's go with 270 with a 7'8" wingspan. Now, some of my favorite things that you're seeing from this build on screen is that it's the absolute best post-score build that you can possibly make. Now with this one of my favorite things is that you get Hall of Fame post-up poet and also the float game badge. On top of that, we also can get a 99 plus when it comes towards our close shot, the standing dunk, post control, block, and defensive rebound. And then on top of that, we also get a 90 plus strength. Now when it comes towards the actual badges, this is just a small glimpse of what we can do with this build. We actually will be able to get 3 to 4 Hall of Fame, 6 to 9 gold, 5 to 7 silver, and about 2 to 3 bronze. Now, I think this is the perfect post-score build. Not only is it going to be usable in all game modes, but we're going to get the elite standing contact dunks, you get gold unpluckable. I think this build definitely will have elite rebounding. And then honestly, for the strength, I think for that being added in with the post-score stats, this is going to be the perfect build that you can take into the ones court, bro. Especially on day 1. And on this build, we actually do get the barbecue chicken takeover. That one gives us a plus 15 put towards our standing dunk, bro. So we're going to have a 110 standing dunk if you activate that takeover. Now on top of that, you also get the powerhouse takeover. That's a plus 8 put towards the standing dunk and close shot. The physicality one, that's a plus 8 put towards the rebounding and strength. And then 4 horse takeover. That's going to allow us to see the boards before they actually hit the floor. And that also gives us another plus 8 put towards our rebounding. Now for the Great Wall takeover, that's a plus 15 put towards our strength. So on this build, there's a lot of different ways that you can go about it. And then one of my favorite takeovers is going to be the Diesel one. Now that gives you a plus 8 put towards your standing, strength, and also the close shot. So I think this build overall, not only when you take into account the takeovers, but being an all-around build. Of course, you don't have any much when it comes towards the shooting. You can take it into the rack and pro-am, but I think this is going to be a great build, not only because of the dominance on the post scoring, but the defense is definitely there as well. So if you want to make any type of changes, adjustments, feel free to go ahead and do so. But as far as for this build lined up at number 1, I definitely got to go ahead and show the true post scorers some love. So you're going to be able to do everything from do post hooks on this build, get, back down animations, be a bully realistically. I think this is going to be one of the best builds for that. Now, I'm predicting this is easily going to remain the number 1 center build throughout Season 1. Honestly, this may even be my center build because not only can you be a true threat on the interior like Shaq, bro, but even if you wanted to take some away from possibly even the finishing, maybe even the defensive end to get a little bit out of the mid-range or three-pointer, I think that's something that you should definitely think about. Now, when it comes towards the takeovers overall, some of my favorites I've already mentioned. You also get Brew, Glass Cleaner, bro. Like, all of these takeovers really take a lot of these builds into a completely different level, what you should expect now. That's the first center build that I got lined up for y'all. Coming up at the power forward, I think this one's going to be even better. So with this one, it reminds me of Dirk Nowitzki now. It's a 7-foot power forward, 225 for the weight, 7-foot wingspan. Pretty solid defensively. We get post-fade phenom on the legend tier, and honestly some of these Hall of Fame badges are real special in my opinion. So when it comes towards this build, this one on screen is actually going to come out to the 3-level score, and some of my favorite things about it have definitely got to be that when it comes towards your takeover, I think this build can be a true hybrid not only offensively but defensively. So when it comes towards the attributes that can reach a 99 plus, that's going to be our standing dunk, the post control, the mid-range shot, and also if you activate your takeover, buy boost and all of that good stuff, you can potentially get the 3-pointer, block, and strength as well. Now, for the badges, we get 1 legend, 3 Hall of Fame, 4 to 6 gold, 10 to 13 silver with at least 3 to 4 bronze. Now, with this build, some of my favorite things about it, we get bronze limitless range, man, standing dunk packages. On top of that, we also get upgraded dunk styles. And when it comes towards this build, I think we get some pretty nice comparisons, y'all. So as you can see, coming up at number 4, I gotta give y'all a special build, the 3-level score. Now, with that one, bro, I'm telling you, not only do you get a nice matchup from 1 through the 5, but that build's gonna be usable in any game mode. Now, on top of that, you're also gonna be able to, I'm gonna say it's a partial demigod, bro, a small ball center, because you can have a lot of success with that build in the 3s. But coming up next at this small forward position, bro, this one's going to remind me a little bit of Kevin Durant. So, as far as making any type of changes on these builds, feel free to definitely go ahead and do so, but I would highly recommend that y'all make them exactly as I bring them to y'all today. So, coming up out of the small forward position, now this one's actually going to be one of my favorites when it comes towards our attributes, the ones that can reach a 99 plus. Definitely going to be our mid-range shot, post control, and driving dunk. And if you buy boost, activate your takeover, you potentially can get that as well out of your block. Now, with this build, bro, you're going to be able to get at least 1 Hall of Fame badge. On top of that, 4 gold, 1 silver, and about 10 to 16 bronze. Now, I think that really sets this up to be one of the best small forwards throughout the year. When it comes towards the actual animations, bro, we're going to get contact dunks on this build. You get gold aerial wizard, which I think is one of the best badges to use. Now, we also get silver posterizer, Hall of Fame post fade phenom, bronze handles for days, also interceptor and glove, bro. So this is a really nice lockdown build. Now, you also get the above the rim takeover. That's a plus 15 put towards our driving dunk, bro. So this build can potentially be a slasher as well. Now, getting into the next one, Mini Maestro, bro. That's a plus 15 put towards our mid-range shot, easily taking this into at least a plus 110. Now, another takeover that I really thought was special was going to be SWAT Specimen. That gives us a plus 8 put towards our block and 3-pointer. And then for Spot Up Shooter, that gives us a plus 10 put towards our shooting. Eraser, a plus 15 put towards our block. And then to wrap everything up on this build, you actually do get the barbecue chicken takeover. That's a plus 7 put towards your close shot, strength, and also when it comes towards this build overall, bro, I think the post control is definitely something that you got to pay attention to, because not can you only be dominant from the mid-range and interior game, but bro, with this 3-pointer, I think we're definitely going to be able to shoot on this build. Now, look, I know the defense is somewhat pretty balanced, but I think you're really going to be able to guard any position 1 through the 5. Now, if you're looking to still be a true playmaker, while being able to maintain some offense of heavy stats, bro, I think this is going to be the build for you. Now, I want to know, what do you think so far about the builds that you've seen on screen? I got you all right with the center, the power forward look nice. This small forward at 99 overall, bro, I'm telling you, you have other takeovers like Make It Rain, Offensive Artist, Driver, Lost Art, bro, Soft Touch, a lot of special badges when it comes towards these builds. So, any way you want to go about it, bro, if you want to make any type of changes, adjustments, feel free to go ahead and do so. I like these comparisons of LeBron James. And coming up at number 3, together we have created another 3-level score. Now, coming up at the number 2 position, bro, this is the Kobe Bryant post score build. Coming out of the shooting guard, definitely have to go ahead and show my favorite NBA player some love. So, as you can see, this build at 99 overall, we're a 6'6 shooting guard, 221 for the weight, 6'11 wingspan. And some of my favorite things about this build is that when it comes towards those 99 attributes, that's going to be the mid-range shot, the post control, and perimeter defense. On top of that, When it comes towards the badges, we get 3 to 4 Hall of Fame, 9 gold, 6 silver, and about 5 to 6 bronze, y'all. Overall, I think the builds that I've got you on this list, very special. And just a little quick sneak peek at the point guard position, I got 2 different builds lined up for y'all that can potentially be a post score. So as far as for this build, when it comes towards animations, we get upgraded dunk packages. Bronze limitless range is really going to be key on this kind of build, and that really opens up the floor now. On top of that, we get upgraded dribble moves, extra passing styles. Really, this is an all-around build, and I think it's one of the best post scorers to come in at the shooting guard position. You also get Hall of Fame off-ball pass bro, gold interceptor. This build, it's really balanced, especially when you're taking a look at the defensive end. I think the high block rating has definitely got to be something that you want to pay attention to, because when it comes towards guarding bigger defenders, I think that's going to play a huge role with actually being able to get some stops. Now, if you wanted to go about it in a different way, you can definitely go ahead and do so, but I truly think that the way that I'm going about the build today, you get a whole lot of badges that are really going to help you out. So, silver unpluckable, strong handle, handles for days, bronze ankle assassin man. I think, honestly, for the finishing side, down to the physicals, and of course the defense, this is a really complete build that you can take into the rec. You could really take this into any game mode, especially considering that you're part post scorer, bro. A lot of people are not going to have the defense to keep up with this build, especially at the shooting guard position. Now, I know there will be a few people that try to make some type of lockdown at the small forward or shooting guard position, and I think this is going to be the perfect build to honestly combat that, because you got the high mid-range shot. Now that's something that you definitely want to pay attention to. The three-pointer is definitely there if you need to use it, and you could even consider this to be a potential lockdown, because if you're buying boost for that steal rating, bro, you're at least going to be able to get that into a 90. Now let's go ahead and get into the breakdown of the build name. I love the comparison of Kobe Bryant, RIP to my GOAT, bro. And as y'all can see, we have created the 2-way 3-level shot creator. Now, coming up at this point guard position, there's 2 different versions that I'm bringing to y'all. One with standing dunk, one with post control. Now for the one with post control, I will put a screenshot on the video right here, so you can see both builds maxed out at 99 next to each other. But realistically, I think that you can make either of these 2 point guards and find success with them. Now, if you're looking to be more of an all-around build, I think both of these are a really great option. So this one right here first, the point guard at 6'4", 195 when it comes towards the weight with a 6'9" wingspan. I think this is awesome because we get a 60 driving dunk, and not a lot of point guards are going to have that rating. Now on top of that, you also get contact dunks. But as far as for this build overall, I think it really does remind me of Damian Lillard. Now, we get a 99 plus when it comes towards our 3-pointer, the driving dunk, the pass accuracy, the ball handle, and steal. Now, if you're buying boost and activating your takeover, we can potentially do the same for the perimeter defense and speed with ball. But as far as for this build, like I said, we get contact dunks. This is the perfect point guard if you're looking to be all around for any game mode. And on top of that, the high shooting and defensive stats really are going to what carries this build into, I would say, being at least a top 3 build this year. So far, so this list can change throughout the year. This is before we actually get 2K25 released, but I gathered all of the best builds for y'all, put them together in one video, and I'll be sure to let y'all know that, bro, I got 3 other videos of 15 to 12 different builds that you have not seen yet already. I'll put the link down below with a little pop-up card above. Now on this build also, it's really an elite playmaking build. Now, the other one that I got lined up for y'all with some post control, I think this one is special as well, because not only do you get a stat where you can be dominant on both sides of the floor, but it's going to be a stat that allows you to beat a bully down low. So with this build right here, we get some comparisons of LaMelo Ball, Dave Bing, and Damian Lillard. Of course, we have created the 2-way 3-level playmaker. Now, the build that you're seeing on screen, let me show y'all. You get an 84 when it comes towards that post control. But the reason why I didn't want to put this at the number 1 position was because that height of 6'7", I like the weight of 224 with a 7-foot wingspan, but we lose out on a lot of the attributes. Now, honestly, does look like a really nice build, and if you want to make this version, feel free to go ahead and do so, but I wanted to bring y'all a real true traditional point guard. Some of y'all may have mixed feelings about this, but that's why I'm giving y'all 2 different builds to work with. So Whether you want to make the first one with more of the standing dunk or this one with more of the post control, both of these can be considered some type of post score for the point guard position. And that's pretty much everything that I got for y'all today. So I just want to say thank you so much for your support. God bless every single one of you as well. And more so than anything, man, thank the Lord above, King Jesus, for another day and another opportunity. These are the top 5 post scorers in NBA 2K25 so far, from the center position, the power forward, the shooting guard, small forward, and point guard. I hope y'all enjoyed today's video. And, going into NBA 2K25, man, I have a whole lot of excitement for this channel. So if you want any certain builds, let me know down below. Any videos that y'all want to see, I will definitely be sure to get y'all right. So before we get out of here, man, if it was your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you know. Smash that like button. Turn on post notifications to be a part of the Rich family. And last but definitely not least, with all that being said though, I got one last thing to say. Rich out.